Today, you're gonna be joining me for a full day of eating to get shredded. What is going on, guys? I hope you're well and welcome back to another episode of Why Not Me. And yes, today is a full day of eating to get absolutely shredded out of my mind. If you didn't know, I didn't win another overall. I lost out on another overall and it's pissed me off. The feedback really was that I need to get leaner. What better way to show you how that's being done by showing you the food that I'm consuming throughout the day. I am also in peak week number 3, which is for the BNBF finals this weekend. I'll be in the heavyweight class, or I am gunning to become British champ. Need to improve my look, and then my last show is going to be on the 8th of October, where I will bring my absolute best ever. There's no doubt about that. And look, there's no magic here. Like, for me to get leaner, all I need to do is just dig deeper, have less food, do more expenditure. That's what it comes down to. So if you're in a position where you want to get leaner, or you maybe want to see your abs, or you want to see a little bit more detail through, I don't know, your chest, or you want your back to be a little bit more defined, it is just a case of staying in that deficit for longer. There's no magic. Anyway, let me show you what we're working with meal number 1. First, actually, I'm going to show you my water and salt for the day. This is 5 grams of salt that I'll be adding in across meals over the day. Any other salt that I add is usually just from seasonings, etc., on like chicken and mince. Water, I'm having 7 liters today. I'm already 2 liters down. Also as well, to weigh my salt, I've just used this bad boy right here, little drug dealer scale, which just allows you to be a little bit more accurate, and it also is a little bit more sensitive than a scale like this. So meal 1 is gonna involve, got some Greek yogurt here, whey protein, obviously Perform, blueberries, and we have some dark chocolate. So the meal is just going to be 150 grams of Greek yogurt, 0% fat. It's going to have 30 grams of whey protein in there, just mixed in. We're then going to have 150 grams of blueberries, and we're also going to have 20 grams of dark chocolate, so very low calorie. This meal was originally just whey protein, with blueberries and dark chocolate, but I've replaced some of the whey protein with Greek yogurt just to give the meal a little bit more volume. Whey protein and blueberries and dark chocolate, just it ends up being about this big. So Greek yogurt just kind of adds another texture and just, yeah, gives me more food, more volume, but the calories are exactly the same. You also can't forget ground nutmeg and the ground cinnamon. That is a major key for Greek yogurt, and also cream of rice and oats as well. So if you want to level up that food there, give these a go. I was also cooking some chicken as well because I'm going to be on the road for some work. So I need to make sure that I actually have a meal with me, which is going to be meal number 2. I'm going to enjoy this watch. At the minute, I'm watching All or Nothing, season 1, Arizona Cardinals, on Amazon Prime Video, which is really good. I love watching sports documentaries whilst on prep. So gonna have this and enjoy, and then get on the road to do some work. So we are moving on to meal number 2, which is a poverty meal in the truest sense. It's crazy. Just 150 grams of chicken and 100 grams of veg. That's it. So the carbs that I was having with this meal, the potatoes, the rice, they're gone. So this meal is very low in calorie. The vegetables are really just there to try and just fill the meal up a little bit. Also just help with digestion. But yeah, you can see the meal is very, very small. So I'm currently doing some work in Milton Keynes. So it's a meal kind of on the road. Then when I get home, I'm gonna have meal 3 and head to the gym. And I'm back at the flat, and I need to go and do some steps because my steps have been increased to around 10,000 each day. I've actually been doing about 12,000, a little bit more, just because again, I'm really pushing for condition. I think I've got PTSD from losing that overall this weekend. I'll go walk on the treadmill, which by the way is so convenient because it's in the same building as my flat. So steps are just, they're easy to get. I'm gonna come back and have meal 3, which will contain some carbs. It will contain some carbohydrates. For meal number 3, I have 50 grams of cream of rice with 50 grams of whey, 100 grams of blueberries, and 20 grams of dark chocolate. Obviously as well, we're going to smother that in some cinnamon and nutmeg. Also as well, if you remember back to the video I done with Ben, where I done a little bit of a piss take on the tutorials with cream of rice, I still have that same mentality, but I do take a little bit more care in making sure that my cream of rice has a little bit more volume, adding a little bit more water, and maybe just putting it in the microwave for a little bit, just to kind of make the dish or the volume of food expand just a little bit. All about volume when you're dieting. That is the key. I think that's about as voluminous as you're gonna get 50 grams. Yeah, so this is gonna be my pre-workout meal. And I'm opting for this to be my pre-workout meal because it's the meal that has the highest amount of carbs throughout the day. I wanna be able to utilize these carbs for training. Obviously today's session is not anything crazy, it's just a devolume leg session, so I'm not gonna be killing myself in the gym, but I still need that energy to be able to put weight on the bar and perform and still do decent, do you know what I mean? I'm also not gonna have any carbs whilst I train as well, so I wanna make sure that these carbs are really put to good use. And there we have it, meal number 3 of the day. We got our cream of rice, 50 grams, dark chocolate in there, right in there, big piece in the middle, little pieces around the edge with some blueberries, 100 grams, cinnamon, and nutmeg and whey for my pre-workout meal. Even in a prep setting, I still refuse to spend like £15 on cream of rice. It's just not happening. It's just crazy to me how ground rice, which really should be worth like pennies, has been like repurposed and packaged, and these like flavorings and whatnot have been added in. Now it's like 15 quid. What's even madder to me as well now is that creatine. I had to buy creatine again the other day. It's like £25, 22, £25 for creatine. When I started training, creatine was like £6. And that wasn't that long ago. I think we're gonna get to a point where creatine is like 35, £40. So good luck. If you're like, if you're like 10 years old right now, creatine is gonna be a lot for you guys. What is going on, guys? We are back from the gym. Didn't film any of the session, one, because this video is not about training today. This video is about all the food that I'm consuming. And 2, it was a devolume session, so very boring. There were reps and reserves involved. I just wanted to kind of get in and get out and get it done. Sent some post-workout photos across to AJ, he's happy. Obviously the look is a little bit flatter, but it's expected with the low food over the last few days. I'm gonna be repeating this diet tomorrow, and then we'll begin introducing some carbs on Saturday. Meal 4 for the day is gonna be, I got some pasta boiling here with some vegetables and some mince that's just finished cooking as well. This is going to be my post-workout meal. Obviously this is going to involve a little bit more carbs than my last meal because I've just finished training, so I do want some carbs. This is almost done. I'm going to plate this up and show you what it looks like. Just to give you an idea of how small this meal is. Look at that. That's my hand. We got 50 grams of pasta, that's dry weight. We have 150 grams of mince. And then we have 100 grams of veg, just a mixed veg bag, and we have 15 grams of ketchup just over the top, and that's going to be meal number 4, my post-workout meal. Throughout this prep as well, food focus just hasn't been as high. Like I just haven't. Of course, I'm hungry. That's normal on the diet like this. You're going to get hungry. But I think as you get to a higher level, as you have that drive for your goals even more, hunger's not really a problem, but food focus most definitely for first timers is an issue. I remember when I done my first show and I was just thinking about food all day and watching these like food challenges and watching all these things on Instagram of people like making and eating these desserts. It's such a slippery slope, but I think like as a first timer, you're probably going to go through that, but it's just about learning from that and improving on that. And I think as I've gotten older, as I've just gained more experience, as I realize that the food will really always just be there, the food focus has been much lower. I think sometimes people get lost. It's such a privilege to be able to choose to diet. Do you know how crazy it is? Like I'm eating 5 meals. I'm eating 5 meals that I've made. Last week I spent about £10 on blueberries. Like, it's such a privileged position to be in. And I think sometimes that gets a little bit lost. The food is going to be there once you finish, and the food's going to be there forever. Take advantage of that privilege, because some people don't have that opportunity. So I think that can definitely help with kind of the mindset as well. Time for my last meal of the day. Just got back from doing some steps, hit my 12,000 steps for the day. This last meal, not a lot of carbs. The only source of carbs is blueberries, but we have 250 grams of Greek yogurt, we have 20 grams of almond butter, and we have 30 grams of whey, 200 grams of blueberries. Last meal of the day. So have a look at this. Look at that. So before, I don't want to let that, hold on, I'll get a better angle of it. Greek yogurt is amazing. If you're dieting, Greek yogurt is very, like 0% fat Greek yogurt. High volume again, which is the key. Nice texture, really thick. I don't like runny yogurt. I don't know how people eat that stuff, but like typically when I was less hungry, this meal would really just be a whey protein shake, and then obviously like some blueberries and almond butter. But now that I've got less food, using the Greek yogurt is a smart choice. So gonna eat this, enjoy this, wait about 30 minutes and then head to bed. Up early for cardio tomorrow morning, fasted, check in with AJ once the sun comes up. And it's likely, like I said, that I'll be doing the same food tomorrow. So that's all the boxes ticked. 7 liters of water, almost done there. So I'll drink this with my last meal. Meal's all down and good to go. I will put the macros on the screen for the day, but I think it's just under 1900 calories. That's pretty much it, guys. So next video you see will be the BNBF finals show day, which will be with you on Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, that's really important. The goal of this is to put natural bodybuilding more on the map. So subscribe, I'll see you next week.